There is a thin line between meaningful enjoyment and mindless consumption. A line that isn't as simple as dividing good from bad. People say there's no ethical consumption under capitalism. When it comes to consumption, a word is thrown around a lot. The catch-all term for when things are genuinely bad, harmful, bring bad vibes, or when things at least feel that way. That word? Slop. People love to call everything slop now. Your favorite game? Slop. That card game you backed? Slop. The 5th sequel movie to a franchise you love? Slop. Often a dismissive term for mass-produced content and products, usually tied to big IPs. It's also used to describe things that feel low effort, repetitive, reductive, or designed purely to extort money from its fans, rather than offer any genuine artistic value. In relation to card games specifically, over the past 5 years we've gotten One Piece, Union Arena, a second Dragon Ball card game, Riftbound, Sorcery, MetaZoo, and Cyberpunk, which just finished a Kickstarter campaign and is the main reason for me making this video. With this influx of trading card games, many would argue that the industry is now bloated, and there always seems to be a new one in development ready to take your money. Longtime fans of trading card games have felt the pressure, with so many new options appearing every year, has a lot of people asking, when is it enough? When will it stop? Is this system even sustainable? A system where personal identity and fulfillment are often tied to purchasing goods. You could argue that these systems encourage overconsumption and shallow satisfaction, always chasing the high of the next hit and treating a card game like it's another investment in your portfolio. Since the rise of streamers and influencers during the COVID-19 era, as well as the rampant scalper scene, this has created a lasting impact that has directly affected the hobbyists and players of the card game scene today. This is problematic for the health of the games and to the genre as a whole. The key to sustaining these kinds of games are new players, not just investors, but casuals, quote-unquote normies, and especially kids. Some people would argue that any new people that get into the game is a net positive, right? Because that means more players, more product for everyone. But with these systems in play, do kids or even casuals have a chance to participate? When is the breaking point? It's easy to see all this as doom and gloom. It's easy to see every purchase as a morality test. It's easy to see how the card games we loved as kids and the kids that enjoy them now as just consumer slop, and we're all just active participants in a cycle of greed and indulgence. However, I'd like to share a different perspective about one thing that often gets overlooked in these discussions: agency. Mass production doesn't automatically erase meaning, because meaning isn't embedded in the product. It's created in the interaction. Two people can buy the exact same deck, and for one, it's clutter once they pull the cards that they need as they sit on it waiting for the price to go up. For the other, it becomes a ritual, a creative outlet, or even a social anchor. I'd argue that not everything we buy that is tied to the worlds we love is mindless consumption. In fact, I'd say most of the time, it can be intentional, emotional, and social. People use entertainment, and card games in this case, to escape the harshness of life and to make life feel worth living. You can say, oh, it's just a game, but it's not just a game. It's a shared identity. It's staying up until 3 a.m. playing at someone's kitchen table when you've got work or school the next day. It's core memories. Not all IP-based products are soulless. Many are created by artists who love the source material as much as we do. Designers trying to expand the universe in meaningful ways. It's an expression of creativity, and historically, humans have always done things like this. Mythology, theater, books, music, film, video games. It's not new, it's just different. People often judge media and products at the moment of release, when hype cycles, marketing, and potential monetization are at their loudest. But meanings tend to emerge later. The the value of something isn't always visible when it's new. It shows up months or years down the line, long after the scalper comes and goes. When a deck you bought and built years ago suddenly becomes good later, or when a game becomes your group's tradition. When something you bought casually ends up becoming tied to a specific era in your life. You can enjoy something while being aware of the system that it exists in. You can love a game while critiquing its harmful practices. Where the criticism comes from is valid. Exploitative design that leads to products becoming addictive, push for constant spending, loot boxes, FOMO, chase cards, etc. All of that can turn enjoyment into compulsion. It can turn identity into, I am what I consume. It can limit your personal growth and create shallow self-worth tied to ownership. It can even cause you to act on your worst tendencies and hurt other people. Escapism becomes unhealthy when it replaces real-life responsibilities. It can skew the line of coping into avoidance. But humans need connection. We need joy. There's nothing inherently wrong with buying and enjoying card games or other things you love. The real balance is intention, knowing and being mindful of what you consume. You can engage with these card games intentionally. You can support the art you believe in and still remain critical of it. When people call these new card games slop, they are often reacting to real problems, but sometimes it's an overcorrection, and you can dismiss the joy these games bring to other people unintentionally. Not everything that's meaningful has to be productive. Anecdotally, I will add that every close friend I have to this day were all formed from card games. After my high school friends moved away, my college friends got careers. The ones I have the closest bonds with are the ones I've shared across a playmat and a deck of cards. Sometimes, sitting around a table, playing a game in a world you love is exactly the point. Thank you for watching.
Whatever happens, I know the bond we formed here today is one that's going to stand the test of time.
All of time. Absolutely.